when it was announced that Cynthia Erivo, the star of Wicked, would be playing Jesus Christ in Jesus Christ Superstar, obviously it was probably expected to be met with backlash, and it certainly was. Now, I think a lot of those people might not be familiar with the play Jesus Christ Superstar. It's been around since the 70s, and honestly, that is a musical that has always been controversial and heretical in nature. That's kind of the point of it. Like that is the entire reason that exists. And, you know, Christians have had problems with that play, and understandably so, for 50 years at this point. But it's one thing to do Jesus Christ Superstar. It's another thing to cast a bald, black, hideous, weird, non-binary, whatever the fuck they identify as, genderqueer, whatever person as Jesus Christ. But that's what they did, knowing that it would get backlash, and understandably so. Well, a lot of people forgot that this was happening until the performance came out on video. And now we do have that. Cynthia Erivo playing Jesus, along with gay Adam Lambert as Judas, which, if you're not familiar with Jesus Christ Superstar, it goes out of its way to portray Judas as a little bit more sympathetic of a figure. It's one of the reasons that people have had problems with this play for a long, long time. That's always the intention of it. So casting Cynthia Erivo is not the first time people have it's been like, oh, I can't believe that Jesus Christ Superstar is doing something like this. That's always what this play has been about. But Adam Lambert is Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar, and it gets panned as the Book of Woke Assists. And there's good old Cynthia Erivo. And let's see some of the commentary. Oscar-nominated Wicked star Cynthia Erivo and singer-songwriter Adam Lambert were in the lead roles as in the musical Jesus Christ Superstar, premiered at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. And I have no doubts that in LA at the Hollywood Bowl, probably high demand tickets, because that is who this is pandering to, right? Gay black woman Erivo plays Jesus, and gay Adam Lambert is Judas. Social media critics have been anything but kind, with many lining up to accuse the actress and the music of blasphemy. And that is where I will again point out that the play itself, it's always been that way. So the idea that just the casting of Cynthia Erivo is what made it blasphemous or heretical, it's not the case. That is always what Jesus Christ Superstar has been. I think there's people that maybe don't understand or know that, but I do think it's important to talk about. I think Cynthia Erivo is talented. I don't think she's the best casting for Jesus Christ. Just my 2 cents, but here it is. This is supposed to be Jesus Christ, not the Bride of Frankenstein. She looks skeletal in this. And with those damn claws, those weird things, this is so stupid. Waiting for you. Yeah. They're waiting for you. Yeah. Every time I look at you, I don't understand. That's just a sample. But there is that's Jesus Christ right here. The bald black lady with the septum piercing in the white dress is playing the role of Jesus, just as the Bible described him in the Book of Wokesis. Another little sample. Now the end begins. How well I remember when the play Jesus Christ Superstar first opened in 1971, and how Christians at the time were bothered by the irreverence of it. And it's like the third time I've said this, but it's true, right? There has been backlash to this play since the 70s when it came out originally, because it is inherently heretical. In 2025, Jesus is portrayed by a scary-looking, bald, devil-infused woman with talon-like claws for nails. Yes, that is true. Funky Town says this is the woke version of the Jesus Christ. Again, I have to push back on this. Jesus Christ Superstar is bullshit. So the idea that this is the woke version of it is kind of wild, because that's how it is intended in the beginning. A black female Jesus. Shocking, blasphemous, demonic, satanic, and evil. The woke crap has to be stopped. God will not be mocked. Here you have, look at how unusually long her arms look. She looks like Nosferatu. She looks like a vampire. She looks like a fucking freak, bro.
Thirsty. It is finished.
It's This is weird, strange shit. Cynthia Erivo is an unattractive but talented singer. I think she is a talented musical singer like that. I think she's perfect for those roles in terms of her voice and stuff like that. She is a hideous, weird activist who, again, it went out there and, responded to the backlash and blasted fans and blah, 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 all this bullshit. You knew this was going to be a nightmare. And of course it predictably is. They did this on purpose. They cast Jesus as an ugly, bald, queer woman, black woman on purpose. And they got what they wanted. They got the backlash they wanted. Unfortunately, I don't know how much respect they're going to gain from this entire thing. This was always meant to be repugnant. It was always meant to be disgusting. That's the reason they did it. And congratulations. It looks repugnant and repulsive and disgusting. Big win for the gays.